Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family, and to every Newcastle fan for the Paris Saint-Germain versus Newcastle preview. In this video, obviously, I'll be going through both lineups, the team's form, where they're located in their respective league rankings, and obviously a prediction at the end. Obviously, this is the second group stage game, played this Wednesday, this 4th of October 2023, 21 p.m. That's Central European time for everyone at St. James Park. And obviously, here are the timestamps for every single time zone. If you live in Calgary, it's 1 p.m. If you live in Kiev, it's 10 p.m. Toronto, 3 p.m. You get the drift. And obviously Newcastle are coming into this game after a 2-0 victory over Burnley in the Premier League. And obviously it was a 1-0 victory over Manchester City right before that in the Carabao Cup. So they're coming in some good form. Obviously they're sitting 8th in the table, not where they would want to be, but it's their first season back in the Champions League. And obviously in the beginning of the season, it gets really tight. Everybody's fighting, but I think Newcastle will still push up towards the end. Obviously absentees for Newcastle United is Joelinton, Sven Botman, and Willock all are out for this game. And here's their predicted lineup: Nick Pope in goal, Lascelles and Cher as the centre backs, Burn and Trippier as the full backs, Tonali, Bruno, Longstaff as the midfield, and Almiron, Isak and Gordon up in attack. They will be playing a 4-3-3. This is the lineup. Obviously, you got some strength in Trippier as a right back. Almiron and Gordon trying to, have that width. And that midfield, Tonali, Bruno. Obviously, Joelinton will not be starting or not playing in this game. But if he had played, that would be a really good midfield. But then you got some weaknesses. I mean, Lascelles hasn't really played any games for Newcastle United this season. Dan Burn at 6'7" left back against the likes of Dembele, Randal Kolumani, and Ashraf Hakimi, even Fabian Cher. I think he's a weakness. Longstaff again, but I think one big weakness with this entire Newcastle team is they got no Champions League experience, and that goes for the club as well. They got Alexander Isak up top, and he's my one to watch for this game, even though he's not the best goal scorer / finisher, because I've seen him so many times for my national team, Sweden. He is very dangerous, very threatening, especially if he goes those left-hand pockets, if Hakimi pushes up a bit too much. So he's my one to watch for Newcastle in this game. Obviously, Paris Saint-Germain sitting 5th in the table, not the best, but there are some valid excuses for that to happen. But Paris Saint-Germain still need to be climbing up the Liga ladder. Obviously, their last game was a 0-0 draw versus Clermont. Paris Saint-Germain had tons of chances, could not convert them, and they were going into this game hungrier than ever. And obviously absentees, it will be Presnel Kimpembe, Marco Asensio, Nuno Mendes, and Kang In-Lewis in the Asian games. And here's the Paris Saint-Germain lineup: Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal with Marquinhos and Skriniar as the two centre-backs, Lucas Hernandez and Ashraf Hakimi as the full-backs, with Ugarte, Warren, and Vitinha in the midfield. And up in attack, you got Kylian Mbappe, Randal Kolumani, and Ousmane Dembele. This is how we would look. Again, another 4-3-3 formation. You got a really good backline, really good midfield, and a really good attack. Even though I think Gonçalo should be starting ahead of Randal Kolumani, this will be the predicted lineup by Luis Enrique. And most to watch obviously has to be Kylian Mbappe. He's not had the best form in his past 2-3 games for Paris Saint-Germain. Against Dortmund, should have scored a hat-trick at least. Against Clermont, could have scored 1-2 goals and had a better performance. But Kylian Mbappe will come into this game. He loves the Champions League. What he loves more than the Champions League is Champions League away games. Kylian Mbappe will come into this game wanting to send a message to the rest of Europe. Allez Kylian. And managers coming into this game, obviously, will be Luis Enrique's second Champions League game with Paris Saint-Germain, and he will be wanting to take all 3 points. Even though we're going away to a strong side from the Premier League, I don't think Luis Enrique is afraid of anybody. Was Eddie Howe will come into this game after a draw versus Milan. He knows that he needs to start picking stuff up. They're at home. Even though they're playing the best team in the group, they will still be confident in taking a victory. But I see this as an easy victory for Paris Saint-Germain. I think we're going to dominate Newcastle United. Obviously, they will have some chances in some position here and there, but to summarize it, Paris Saint-Germain will dominate Newcastle at home and beat them 3-0. Kylian Mbappe with 2 goals and Gonçalo Ramos with 1 goal. Let me know what's your predictions in the comments down below. That has been it. Smash a like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to the PSGINT YouTube channel for the best Paris Saint-Germain content in the world. And as usual, allez Paris!